if you get these 4 things down, you're going to go a long way into getting your business up off the ground. Hi, my name is Jason Ellinger. I'm the CEO of Taika Translations. We're a multi-million-dollar translation, digital services, and interpretation company. And when you start off your business, you're going to have a lot of things, just so much information out there in the marketplace, but you really need to focus and you really need to get a handle on what exact things that you need to do to get things going are. And here they are. 1, you're going to need to set up your tax and accounting services and create an LLC. Now, this is it should be very fast. This is not a long thing. Like it should take you all of 3 hours to find the person, talk to the accounting guy, and start registering for the LLC. You've got all this information at hand. This is not hard. Just find the people, get it registered, and go and create a bank account. Step 1. Step 2, you need to have a why. If you think that starting your company and being in business is going to be is your best chance at making the best income that you can make, you're probably right. However, if that is the reason you want to be in business and that's it, that's going to get old really, really fast, and it's not going to be enough to help you stay in business long term. So come back to that in a second. 3, product and people to sell to. You need to know what you're selling, make sure you can make a margin on it, and you need to know who you're going to be selling that to. If you don't know those 2 things, don't go into business. You're going to fail. So 1, 2, 3. The 4th one is an insatiable desire to learn to lead. So many people think they're great leaders, and then they find out what leadership is all about. And then they're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to give up. I got to close this business down. Business was easy until I grabbed people on board to help me. And then it just became a nightmare. So if you're not ready to learn about leading, don't get into business. If you are closed-minded to learning about leading, don't get into business. If you think you know everything about leading and you don't think you need to learn anything, don't get into business and don't start hiring people, because they'll be miserable and ultimately you will be miserable. And then everybody will be sitting around thinking, why the heck did I start this thing to begin with? So back to the reason why. Ultimately, when you get into a company, if you want to make, I don't know, $300,000, $500,000 a year, great. That's a great goal. And once you get there, then what? That's the question you have to ask. Then what? Because if you're intentional enough, if there's room for you in the marketplace, you're going to get there. Then what? Your why has to be so much bigger than simply saying, I want to make $500,000. Well, great. Then you get there, and then you got a team of people working with you, and you made your $500,000, and now what? Where are you going? What are you going to do? And so this why has to be bigger than just a number. It has to be more valuable than a number. It has to transcend decades. So this is what I just want to kind of drive home with the why section. That's number 2 out of 4, right? Is that you have to be way more intentional about your why, because strugglers are going to come and it's going to be really hard. Business is tough. And so when you get into business, you're going to have a reason other than a financial figure to go through the struggles of business. When you have to let somebody go because of malperformance, or because they stole from you, or because they lied to you, or because they betrayed you. That's going to be tough. And simply working off of money is not valuable enough to transcend that. So I would urge you very, very strongly that dig deep, look at the reason why. A great resource for this is The Motive, a book written by Patrick Lencioni. It's for leaders who want to be leading, and it just really draws out the reason that anyone should be holding the CEO, the top executive position, and helps you identify whether or not you're cut out for that, or whether or not you're ready for that. And it's really a soul-searching question that you need to ask yourself. So ours, for the reason why for our company, transcends that boundary, and it helps you to be, the reason why is so important because it helps you on so many different levels. When you're hiring your team, if they can get fired up and are really excited about the reason why you exist, that's great. And if they can't, that's also great, because you need to be able to identify whether or not they're going to be able to latch on to your mission and to your vision and then run with you, or they're just going to be a drag because they simply got in for the money. So these are my encouragement to you. If you start off with these 4 things, you're going to be going a long way to getting your company up off the ground and into the market to be successful.